So we'll move on to B, which is the community center to present their annual report. Kyle?
You guys move quick. Love it. Our meetings are this way.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's always like a 2-hour meeting.
Get to it. Get it done, right?
That's what I love. All right, wasn't 100% sure on what you guys wanted, but this is what I have. So.
Thank you.
All right, so pretty much just an outline of what we did in 1 year. My year mark at I'm gonna go on the hot seat. My 1 year mark is actually April 10th, so it's around almost this meeting, almost perfect on that I've been at the SAC Community Center. But you can see I just broke it down into major projects, some minor projects, and then services and events that we provided throughout this year. It's up to you if you want me to just read through every little detail on. The biggest ones I probably will talk about will be those major events, and then also looking into the future of what we're wanting to accomplish this next year. And that probably will grow, but this is what I could think off the top of my head. But a lot of the big ones we did. We upgraded a lot of our cardio equipment. We updated a lot of our weightlifting equipment. We installed an elevator, a pool lift for the elderly and the handicapped. We repaired the paint and the walls in the basketball court. We replaced and remodeled. Sorry about that. The indoor pool and the floor that probably need to be done for like 20 years.
Yay!
Really excited.
Yes.
And then we created a youth and adult boxing room, boxing type program. So you can see all the costs and all the money that we needed to raise for each one of those projects. And keep in mind, some of that is in-kind work also. Wasn't all money. A lot of the board members helped from the city and my staff to put this together. Minor jobs, it's just those are all pretty basic business, or pretty basic building maintenance is what we needed to do or accomplish, which would be getting things up to code, electrical, fixing holes in the walls, water meter leaks, those kind of things. And then the services and events, long list of what we've done within this past year, and about 75% of these we've added that have never been going on at the SAC Community Center. So, social media, we are updating business opportunities or operations. We increased our social media. We got ID numbers so kids aren't sneaking in anymore and losing money that way. That's a big one. Start doing mass emails to say we're communicated with the community. Fitness facts of the week. We started. Before they were just using like an Excel spreadsheet for their books, which was very confusing, and I don't see how they did it, but
I don't either.
They updated it through QuickBooks, and we're working with accountants to make sure that every penny is accounted for and make it easier for me and for our accountant for taxes at the end of the year. We did increase our memberships by 80 plus as of now. So
I heard there's 300. I was
Almost.
told that.
Really close.
I need 2 more.
Okay.
So one of you, anybody here that's not a member, I need 2 to reach my 300 mark. That's it. Looking into the future, we're looking into 24/7 access. We actually approved to do that our last board meeting to make our facility 24/7 access. So everybody will get a key fob, be able to get into the facility whenever they want. It won't be staffed 24/7. Obviously, the pool and the basketball courts will be locked. They'll be able to get into into the gymnasium or into the weight room and the cardio room. Obviously, only adults, not kids. I don't trust kids. I don't. And I got a hole in my wall right now to prove it. We would like to raise money to put a roller rink in our facility. We're thinking 1 or 2 times a week to have roller skating go on for the community, instead of just renting them 1 time a year, to have it an ongoing. So that's another thing we were thinking on wanting to do. And the only one that we have had approval, just to make sure that the 24/7 access is the only one we have approved. All these other ones are just ideas that we would like to see.
What did you tell me was approximate cost of the roller skates and stuff? What did you think was approximate cost?
It was for just the roller skates. It was about $8,000 for 125 pairs of roller skates in all different sizes. So, and that, I mean, we'd still need to get pads for the walls. We'd still need to get, if, we need to get helmets and knee pads and stuff like that. But just for the skates themselves was about $8,000. That's the only one that I really looked up. I didn't look into all the crash pads on the sides and stuff like that to keep it a little safer. But I always thought, I mean, it's always a big hit when they have those 3 or 4 days at the rec center. So I figured it'd be something that would be nice to do ongoing. The idea was unfortunately, I look at everything in my center as every square inch as potential revenue, and if something's not being used a lot, I'm going to turn it into something different. So we are thinking on making one of the racquetball courts a movie theater in town here. So that was another idea we've been throwing around, is trying to have a movie theater in town.
That would be awesome.
Make that it. That really cost the license and the projector and some chairs. So we did get money for round tables to host like poker tournaments and stuff like that. We did get a gambling license, and so that'd be kind of a fun little deal. And we also have a room in the back of the gym that we want to turn into some sort of a kid room daycare that parents can come and work out or do what they need to do without having to have their kids hang on them the whole time. So to have that staffed. We were looking for a good area to put a bunch of pool tables, so thought that would be kind of fun. And then I know this is a suggestion that I got from a lot of people. They want more parking, so that'll be some expense that we'll have to either try to extend it in the front of our facility, which would be preferable, or see if we can put money to extend the library parking lot. So that was another one that we were looking into wanting to do.
I think the library gets a little bit upset because the
I
rec
know
center
they
takes
do.
their parking, so I think it's
Yeah.
important that they look at some kind of a.
Well, we've talked for years about doing it right out in front of the rec center.
Yeah, and you
It's
can
just never
now.
happened.
Yeah, you can now because it's not a main highway anymore. Before you don't think you could because.
I think there was a design plan put together one time, but that's probably 5 years ago, 6 years ago now.
I'll get it.
I do have one question. This is more personal than professional of nature. Zombie Nerf wars. Is it zombie because it takes a head tap to take them out? Or,
Well, what we do is we have it's a lot of fun. I mean, we have 2 games going on at the same time. So we have the hunters and we have the zombies. Okay. Well, and so
Zombies were adults, by the way.
yeah, zombies were adults, by the way. It was a good time. So, for one, the main goal, the way we did this last time, we had a group of 5. And a group of 5 would go out there with the whole entire center, and they would clear the whole building. And they had a supervisor, which was myself, that would make sure that they would, be true if they got touched or something by a zombie. And the adults had a great time scaring the crap out of these kids. These kids were scared like crazy. Like I had them like flatline on the ground. Like they're like when Brian Clare comes at you in the dark with a smoke machine, he's scary. Okay? I don't care who you are. That's a scary thing. So every time they killed a zombie, they got their glow stick and everything like that. And why that group of 5 was going on, also in the gymnasium, we had a second game, so the kids weren't just sitting in a room. We had 5-on-5, just shooting each other with Nerf guns. Zombies over here, hunters over here, and they had to wear zombie masks to indicate that they were zombies. So it was fun. I think I'm going to probably try to do it every month because I have fun with it too, and I like shooting kids.
How many kids did you and how many people did you have?
We had about 50 plus.
Wow, that's good.
There was
turnout.
still, and it's too bad that there's nothing else for them to do because there was still a lot of kids.
Yeah.
There were so many kids that there was still a lot sitting in that room.
Yeah.
Which was okay for concessions, I guess, because
Yeah, that's
that
what
helped out
benefited
with
us for
concessions
concessions,
too when
that's
they were
for sure.
sitting there. But
Yeah.
it's too bad there's nothing else for them to do.
Yeah,
Another group
and that's
or something.
why. I think I just need to buy new Nerf guns. That's all.
Yeah.
Board games or something while they're
Yeah,
waiting?
yeah, something. And we try to get them as interactive as possible, but there's only so much room we have, and we'll think of it next. I mean, next year or next month, I'm probably going to send out 3 or 4 teams throughout the center to clear zombies, and then they'll be interactive with 15 kids instead of 5. So there's always I always learn something new to do every time we do it. That way, I can keep making it better and better, and keep increasing the story. So, but we've had a fun year, that's for sure.
Could I offer a suggestion?
Shoot.
When I was on the county conservation board, it's been a number of years ago, we had a naturalist, and still have a naturalist program out there, but the naturalist drew up a wish list of things that she would want, and like binoculars, and some people actually donate the item in kind, but a lot of times they would donate money towards the different things. And just a suggestion, maybe you might want to draw up a wish list of things that you could donate for, or we're working on this, and just kind of keep it in front of the public as, one of the, if you want to donate and give something, it might not come about for a while, but sometimes somebody may give a significant donation, or the little ones make a difference too. So just a wish list is merely a suggestion. And Bruce and I serve on the foundation board. For you to accept donations of money in kind, that's not, I don't believe, tax deductible, is it?
I don't know about their organization
But we could possibly funnel it through
Have the money go
the
through
foundation
your purse
and then
donate
donate it, back
It's
to
a
you. We'd have a
nonprofit.
special account for that.
Yeah, through the SAC Community Foundation Board, is what you're talking
Right.
about, sure. And every once in a while, we will, like, I have a whiteboard there that I'll throw up there, this is what I want. And then some people, like the first month I was there, I said I wanted air conditioners, I ended up with 10 air conditioners. I didn't want that many air conditioners.
You might also have some of the kids write a story and put it on the Facebook about how much fun they had.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And, or put a thing in the paper, have a kid write something in the paper about how much fun that was, and get the word out that there's things that the kids are really enjoying doing there.
I was really surprised when we saw, we had people, we had a group there that came from like 20 miles away. Came to
That's
this-
wonderful.
came to Zombie Nerf
There's
Wars.
20 kids from Newell.
Yeah,
And once those things get to be a tradition,
yeah.
word will travel and they'll grow. Just keep scaring them.
It just keeps, they love being scared. I think we started, we had like, first time we did it, we probably like 20, and then next round we did it, I think we had like 30, and this round I was like, well, what the heck? What happened? But now they're like, oh, it's not for kids anymore, we can actually go, I'm not gonna lie, adults would love doing this.
Well, there was actually 2 kids that night that were older that wanted to do it, and then
Yeah.
there was no really older kids there, so they ended up leaving that night.
That's
Well, one I
great.
think came and ended it, but the other one ended up leaving. But
Maybe they'd be the adult side.
Yeah, like an adult zombie Nerf Wars.
How
Have the
about,
kids be the zombies.
You're
I'd
offering your
shoot 'em.
kids, or?
They're 1 and 3. You don't want to tick off our little redhead. Should be a ginger snap. So,
Well, thank you, Kyle.
Yep.
You're
You're
doing
gonna
an
look at,
awesome
of the,
job.
Looking at your major projects, looks like you've got about 75,000 plus in that. How much
Yeah.
of that was, most of that was donations?
most of that was donations. Yep, donations or some grants, like Sac Community Foundation donated. You guys donated for a pool in our elevator, but a lot of it was donations. Just people we wanted to do memorials to certain individuals, or people that just wanted to see this done, like that $45,000 little thing there, that elevator. That was John Chris saying, "I want an elevator to get down to your pool." So.
And then he can't go up.
Yeah, I know.
That's a
actually-
Doing
bummer.
better.
Hoping to see him back there. And we did get a pool lift for him. That wasn't in his general plan, but we bought a pool lift for him because he can't get down the stairs either. So figured that was a nice little deal for him too. So
I was
That's
kind of excited
awesome.
to hear that you're working on upgrading the weight equipment so that the football players from here are going to be able to
Yeah.
train there as well.
Yep, and the way we looked at that was, I was talking with Eric Picola, and like if they had bad weather, if they got younger individuals that can't drive or can't get there, or even the convenience factor of, well, they got to drive all the way to there just to get there by 6:30, and so I'm going to be working with the football team to doing a weightlifting program with them, and then the ones that live in Sac to get them more integrated with us, and it will work for they have a point scale. We worked it out that it will work for their point scale when they come to my center, and we just I got to knuckle down some hard times for them to come by. So I'm pretty excited about it. I think they should be too.
It's great to see the school, the community center all working together.
Yeah, I think that's, you must have. I mean, you gotta have that.
They see
I wouldn't
value.
be there if all three didn't work.
You know, one other, foundation too, don't forget the Sac County Foundation. They have, grants that they disperse to, most communities in the county, and certainly the rec center, if you have a good project going, and they have a stipulation, it has to be for vertical infrastructure. You can ask Adam later on, how that's
We had talked
defined.
about it a little bit a couple
Yeah.
months ago.
Yeah,
Would a
but
parking lot
we're-
be that?
Oh, it would qualify.
Yeah, that would be awesome, because they give some pretty good grants for
Yeah,
parking
yeah.
lots.
and
Yeah,
and
If you need
then
help writing something like that, let me know.
I do. Always.
Bruce has had a lot of experience with that,
Yeah.
hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's an expert.
Grants.
Well, thank you for doing an awesome job.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, sir.
We hope you're enjoying it.
I'm having fun.